what's up, New Haven? You're listening to the Drive-By Headlines with Harry Droz, the bravest man in New Haven.
Yeah.
And today,
I
got the ugly man in the house.
Yeah.
Joe Ugly.
Keeping it ugly. I'm gonna need some volume on my mic. There we go. Turning me all the way down. He don't want me to be told. He don't want me to be heard.
Don't make me cut your mic.
I know you will.
All right,
Just remember, I got 5 days a week to get even.
And we got Sam the intern in the building.
Hello.
We'll be right back with the headlines.
Woo! Highway to hell! Highway to hell! Highway to hell!
Alright, I got some.
ACTC.
All right, what's up, Joe?
What's good? At Highway to Hell, that's what's up, really. I gotta take it. You know why? Just to smack the devil.
But you know, I got that song for a reason, because I know, people over here kind of always sending me to hell. I'm like the only conservative.
Oh man!
In the sea of Democrats. So
I gotta ask, man. I gotta start off by asking you a basic question, man. You're a minority, am I correct?
Hold on, Joe. Before you get into your stuff.
My stuff. I'm trying to save you. My stuff.
No, hold on.
All right.
I just want to wish our president a happy birthday. It's his birthday today. Can I
happy birthday?
Happy birthday. There you go. Sam, you want to wish him a happy birthday?
I thought I felt a cold chill on my spine.
Oh, wow. He's still commander-in-chief. I mean, I had nothing to do with it. But still, he's commander-in-chief.
You didn't get enough.
But as a
you didn't get enough illegals to vote?
Yeah, that's why he lost the popular vote, right?
Exactly. 3 million.
Yeah, they just showed up. 3 million.
Hold on. Go ahead, Joe.
No, I just said, as a veteran, I always respect the office. So he is commander-in-chief, and it's his birthday, so happy birthday. Moving right along. I don't know what the boy gonna do for us. For nobody in America.
All right, but you were going into your I'm a minority.
Yeah, no. So you're a minority, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Help me understand exactly what a minority in America is trying to conserve. I can just wrap my head around that.
You want to know why I'm a conservative?
Yeah.
All right. You want me to give you point by point why I'm a conservative?
I guess what I want to know is, okay, go ahead.
Well, my thing, here goes the reason why I'm a conservative. Right now, because I was a Democrat 8 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, and I'm actually still a registered Democrat, just so you know.
Okay.
All right.
Which makes it worse. I really want to know. That means he's a true conservative. So I want to know what a minority in America trying to conserve. I really got to know this.
What are we trying to conserve?
Yes, what are you trying to conserve?
Let me just tell you why I'm a conservative, right? I believe in the family unit.
Which family unit? Whose family unit?
The Trump family.
No, hold on. Which is really interesting. Here it is, a family unit, and the head of your conservative party.
I believe in 2 parents.
Okay.
In a home.
A great example.
I don't want, like the Democrats have been kind of, in their evil way, promoting single family homes, leaving the black man and the minorities.
That is not
Hispanics
true.
out the
That is not
house.
true. That is
Who?
not true.
Who?
That is not true.
Name me
And-
Democrats.
Of course,
and-
and it started,
okay, help me understand how is that so?
and it started when we
Uh-huh.
started tackling, poverty in America.
Yeah,
Right.
poverty in America started off, and all of a sudden it became like get the mail out of the home.
Exactly.
But, yeah,
And
right.
you-
That's
and
the
you know
nonsense.
that.
No.
What has
no.
happened since?
That's the whole Reagan
Since the
era.
war-
Come
since
on,
the
man.
war
Come
of
on.
poverty,
What
what
happened?
has
What
happened?
happened? What happened?
No, but
Easy, man.
what has
Yes,
happened
yes.
since?
Hold on.
Since the war on poverty, Joe?
First of all, let me just say this much. Here's why we don't do one at a
There's
time.
less men in the household in minority houses.
Yeah, here's the deal. Because this guy would filibuster you to death. So you got to cut him off, okay? I'm just saying, and filibuster, for those of you out there listening, don't know what it is. He'll run the clock out. So you got to cut him off.
It's
So I gotta do that.
He
No,
says the
I'm
same
gonna let
thing.
you
He
talk
says the
today.
same thing about you.
That's good.
I'm gonna let you talk today.
Yeah. So you're saying that. What was your stand? What was your position? You were saying about
Well, I was just saying
how
that
the
how
the war,
minority.
the war on poverty actually attacked the minority family.
Who
No, it did
started?
not.
Who started the war on poverty?
No, the war on poverty. The war on poverty did not attack the minority family. There are more benefits came out on the war of poverty. Like every policy that goes forward, there's going to be negatives involved in it. I mean, when you're looking at as far as the welfare program where the male could not be in the home, and
Yes.
that was a problem, and I'm not going to run away from that. That was a problem. That's something that could be rectified. But when you look at
But
it,
it hasn't been rectified.
but how? But I've seen there have been Republicans in power too, and they haven't done anything about it. As a matter of fact, Reagan expanded on it.
Well,
So did Bush Senior.
According to you, Republicans don't care. That wasn't a,
But they
that
don't
wasn't a
care.
Republican.
Otherwise, Reagan and Bush would have done something about it. If they did care,
Something about what?
what you were saying about putting the mail back into the home, they didn't do that.
What are they supposed to do whenever they try to tackle it? When you have white men in power
Uh-huh.
trying to tackle minority issues, they
Yeah.
always get called racist.
No.
Especially
when
by
you
the
have
minorities.
when you have white men in power who are
Not
trying.
just minorities, white people say the white man, the white man, the white man.
When you
Everything is
have
an
white
attack
people
on the
in
white man.
power who are trying to so-called help minorities with an agenda, of course you're going to have problems.
Yeah, how did Reagan try to help minorities? That's where the disconnect comes from.
Really, there's totally none. But I was just going to let him ride with that anyway.
Well,
I mean, it sounds
yeah,
good on the
you
Republican
ever heard of
platform.
Let me tell you.
Of Reaganomics?
First off,
You know.
yes, Reaganomics. I'm actually a fan of Reaganomics.
Well, minorities aren't.
Minorities
aren't because
not even if they
it drove me crazy when Obama,
Yeah.
and I know you were waiting for me to
No.
bring up Obama,
Well, go ahead.
but
I'm proud of him.
I'm going to keep an Obama tally. That's one.
it drove me crazy when Obama
Yeah.
said we have to build wealth from the bottom up.
Okay. What's wrong with that?
As if you could go to a homeless person
No.
and get a job.
No, but no. See, that's why I'm trying to take it on a literal term. And
Oh,
what
well,
did
he's not
George?
always
What
literal?
did George Bush said? Literal, not liberal. Literal. What did George Bush Senior said when Ronald Reagan said in 1980 that you work from the top down, calling it trickle down
Trickle-down
economics.
economics.
What did George Bush Senior call that?
No, what? Tell me.
Voodoo economics.
Voodoo economics.
He
He was
called
running against it.
no, but why did he call it
That's
voodoo
what he was
economics?
running against.
Why did he
That's
call
what-
it? Why did he call it voodoo economics?
It's like
That-
I called,
that's
I
what
say
fair- that's what-
voodoo math with Obama.
That's
No,
what Ferris
the
Bueller
reason
is.
why he called it that's not from Ferris Bueller. That was quoted up.
Yeah, that's what I
But
meant.
anyway,
That's what I meant.
okay, but the reason why he called it voodoo economics is because George Bush Senior came from wealth, and he understands wealth. Getting more money is not going to share with anyone. They're just going to buy more boats.
So you're saying share your wealth.
Well, that's what trickle down economics means. Trickle down trickle down economics is when you give the top more tax breaks, and they're supposed to create jobs with this, but they don't. They outsource it. They cut to all
Actually,
levels.
they
They
did under
never.
Reagan.
No, they did
Yes,
not.
he created tons of jobs.
Reaganomics.
Yeah, prison jobs.
Exactly.
Prison jobs.
Where exactly did he do this? The crack epidemic is really.
This is a birthday song for our president.
I told you not to ruin 2 Chainz for me. Why?
We haven't gotten to one headline yet.
Yeah, I was about to say, can I?
All right, but
Let's let's start with some headlines.
We're gonna listen to the song from the president, and then we'll be right back.
No, 2 Chainz is not claiming Trump. Why? Is this a version with Ye, or is this a version with Diddy?
What happened?
Is this Diddy's version or Ye's version? Buddha, so I call it Big.
Kanye.
Alright, good. At least it's not Diddy. Diddy's ruined every song he's ever been on.
You hate Diddy too.
Yeah, I hate Suge and Diddy. Both their fault.
You hate capitalists.
No, I hate people with no talent who go on songs acting like they got talent. Diddy bought his way onto every track he's on.
Did my camera fall from me?
What?
My camera's on the floor there?
Oh, it's... That one's not on though, right?
No, it's not on.
You guys sound good. Hey, if we do 2 hours on radio, how you gonna do a transcript?
I can still do it after. I can be here all... I don't have anything to do after. Paul wants me to do 40 minutes of the transcript. Where does this one go?
Just put it on the table. We're on Facebook Live. Don't forget that.
Turn that towards you.
Oh, is that one on? No, yeah, that one's not even on.
Where does that go?
That one...
Where does that one go?
No, don't worry about that. That's not on.
Yeah, it's not. Easy, how you do it? It's not
Hmm. Hmm.
It's pretty good.
This was crazy. You ever see the music video for this? He's just running around on a bike. He got like the Louis hat on. The train. It's nice. See how you and your sweater. Do that.
Shout out and happy birthday to Donald Trump. You're listening to Drive-By Headlines with Harry, a.k.a. Bravest Man in New Haven, and Joe Ugly.
Yeah. My goodness. 2 Chainz.
I love him. I love him.
And on top of it, I got to look across the console here and see this guy wearing a Kanye West T-shirt.
It's a tweet.
You're just like, what's that, sir?
It's a tweet. It's one of his
It's
tweets.
a tweet.
It's one of his tweets from his Twitter fight with Wiz Khalifa.
Whose shirt is it? You made that?
Yeah, I made
You
it. I made that.
That's cool.
I made it the day he tweeted it. Actually,
You got this mic way down. I don't blame you.
Oh,
No. I don't blame
You don't blame him.
No,
I know.
no,
You-
don't tell
I
me.
know.
Don't
Our
tell me
intern's
you're-
been bothering you, hasn't
you.
he?
What's that?
Our intern's been bothering you.
No.
don't tell me you hate 2 Chainz too.
So what?
Do you like 2 Chainz?
What make you think I even hate any of these guys?
Because you said, "Oh, 2 Chainz" when you walked in.
They're just not spectacular like you put them.
Well, find me a bad 2 Chainz feature, and I'll agree with you.
Oh, jeez, this kid in the 5 minute this. 5 minute that.
Sam, this is my show. Come on. Let's
I'm about to say a headline. I didn't bring it up.
Come on.
Ready?
Yeah.
NBC moving ahead with Megan Kelly's Alex Jones interview. So if you guys want some backstory on it, Megan Kelly is interviewing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones.
The kook, Alex.
You agree he is a kook?
Oh my God, he's crazy.
Oh, okay.
So
See, this is why I don't
he's-
believe you're a
he's
I don't
back
believe
crap.
you're a conservative.
So
Because
He's back crap crazy.
He is. He's totally.
feeding information to Donald Trump. What do you think about that?
Look,
What do you think about InfoWars having
Donald-
press credentials?
Donald has a side that I'll never agree with. So that
Which is,
the conspiracy side where
he don't believe in that.
Obama
He-
was born
He
wherever.
don't believe in that. He launched a.
Well, he's just playing. If he's playing,
He played that. Come on, that
if
was.
he's playing with it. But
Yeah.
I'll never agree
Yeah.
with that.
He played that all the way to the
to
election,
office.
all the way to the office. Yeah, I mean, it was like started in 2011, and he knew when Obama sat there and roasted him when he stood up there and roasted him at the White House correspondent dinner. That's when it kicked in. I'm going for it.
Yeah.
Back in 2011, and he made it his mark. He knew he was going to do it, and he wanted to do it in 2012. But Mitt Romney was like the heir apparent.
Yeah.
So, of course, he couldn't make a move then. But hey, he made the move, and he made it in 2016, and he made it with the help. Which, by the way, are we playing dodgeball?
Why?
because I see you keep dodging out this situation here with your president and this Russia story. We haven't even got to that yet. Is there another headline that we could get to that? Because
yes,
I came
sir.
over here to
Yes,
talk
sir.
this political stuff,
Look,
bro.
yeah. Me and Joe just agreed on this. This ain't
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
So you
Come
got
on, man. Yeah.
All right, Jeff Sessions denies collusion, deploring detestable lie in Senate testimony.
Are we surprised that this guy dodged, dived, and dipped on every question that was asked? I'm not surprised. I mean, come on. What he don't remember, he forgot.
I want to give Sam a chance to do Jeff Sessions.
Listen, Council, I don't even know where Russia is on a map. I'm just a small boy from Alabama. I hate that man. I absolutely hate him.
I loved Sessions' testimony yesterday.
Okay, why?
I loved it
Give it to me.
because
I mean, it was cleverly done,
that's why it was cleverly done.
but it's exposed it.
I loved when he attacked and then
He didn't attack. He did not attack.
He defended himself.
He
defended himself.
He defended himself. He was the guy just
Look,
ran.
Talk to me about Russia, Joe. Where's the proof?
Well, we have over 17 agencies, intelligence
17 agencies that Obama actually spread the intelligence to those agencies.
Is this how we're going to look at this?
He disseminated all that
No.
info
No,
and spread it out all over the agencies, and then we're gonna say we got 17
Okay,
agencies.
we're gonna be a little serious about this because even as recent as yesterday, you just said you like how Jeff Sessions testified because even Jeff Sessions said yesterday that yes, he believed that Russia did have something to do without.
I believe that
it did have something to do with.
I believe Russia's been trying to hack our elections forever.
Well, now they're proving that they have. But let me ask you a question.
You act like something's different. They tried to hack Obama's elections also.
Yeah, but no, this is what they did. This is where this is how
they didn't do anything.
Yes, they did. They weaponized it, and this is how I'm going to tell you how they do. Let me ask you a question. Do you know Donald Trump personally?
No. Well,
Go ahead.
I may have seen
You're
him
from
on
New
the
York?
street in New York.
Okay, but do you know him personally?
Not personally.
How do you know about Donald Trump?
How do I? Well,
How
I'm a
do
New
you know?
Yorker. I'm a New Yorker, so
Okay,
I know about Donald Trump.
So you got it from sources such as media, correct?
Media,
Right.
Trump himself, Oprah. I
Okay,
remember when he was on
so
the Oprah
media,
show.
all the media, all the different media, correct?
Yep.
This is how we know about most candidates through media.
Yeah, just like Obama was on
Right,
Oprah.
exactly. We know about our candidates in this country or anywhere. We know about them through media. So, would you agree then, because it's proof that Russia infiltrated us by by attacking our media, giving a lot of fake news through our media, especially on Facebook, correct? But
I agree.
But that's how they weaponized. They didn't need to hack
Yeah,
the.
so the media matters.
They did not need to hack the polls when they hacked your mind. They went in and they fed us massive media. They literally went in, and if you search Hillary Clinton, they were bringing up different stories that were totally fake, and they knew it.
Same thing
and
as
they were
Donald Trump.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes, sir.
they did not weaponize against Donald Trump, and that's the problem. No, sir, they did
Well,
not.
they wasn't
did
them who
not
weaponized it. It was
They-
MoveOn.org, it
No.
was Media
Let
Matters,
Harry
it
talk.
was George Soros.
Oh my God.
George Soros?
Oh my God.
No. This was done specifically by Russian agents running through RT, which is they ran a lot of that
I
stuff.
think we agree here. They tried to influence.
No,
the election, but
they
there's no proof.
influenced it. No, there is proof.
You
They-
can't-
and
you
that's the
can't
proof right
actually-
there.
no,
We
you
have
can't
proof that they
actually put-
did give that information
You
out there,
can't-
Harry,
you
and we can't ignore it.
actually connect that to numbers at the polls.
Yes, you can.
can't.
How do you know about Donald Trump?
The
You
federal-
know
the
about it
federal
from
gov-
information
look,
that
the
you get
feds-
out there
the
on it.
feds
So
themselves
once
are
you
saying
have
they
someone,
can't
Hold on.
connected to the
Give me a
numbers.
second,
but
give me a
this is
second.
how you weaponize something, Harry. This is how information
Information
is
is weaponized.
weaponized.
Yes, that's
And
true.
that's the part about it that people, the big missing part. We get information on people who are running for office through the media. If you go after the media and you give in,
Facebook themselves
you're right, but they left
actually
themselves open.
weaponized information
But they
for
didn't.
Hillary.
But they didn't know.
Yes, they did.
What?
What
They
are you
did.
saying?
What?
Their search engines
No.
themselves, they
Their
admitted it.
no,
Right.
their search. What
Right.
they
Can I
had.
interject?
What Facebook admitted to was when they put out. How could they even? First of all, that makes so much sense because Facebook.
Look.
Who's Facebook money man? Who's Facebook money man? No. Who is their money man?
Go ahead.
Peter Thiel.
Okay.
Peter Thiel is on Who's Real. Who is he? Whose campaign was he done with?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter.
The people running
Peter Thiel is
Facebook.
Donald Trump's dude.
Look,
100%.
Let me tell
Peter
you.
Thiel is the one he's the one who put the first $500,000 into
Look,
Facebook.
let me tell you, on Facebook, on my Facebook page personally, and
Yes.
all I did was swamp it with information, right, about Trump. And I was getting advertisement all the time from MoveOn.org, from Media Matters, and that was coming directly from Facebook.
Yes, but no, this is where Russia weaponized and went into Facebook, and they used that social media because it is still the premier social media on the net. So they utilized that and they went after it by giving you information, like you just said. When you look up Donald Trump, they weaponized. Depends on what the words that you were searching for. They weaponized information and went after Hillary Clinton with that.
I agree with you. And the same way that
And that's the problem.
the same way that people here, in America, weaponized against Donald Trump. Now, still, I know you're the master, and I hear your show all the way in the morning, all the time in the morning. You're the master. No, I'm
Here
saying,
we go.
No,
Here he
I'm being
goes.
nice.
Okay.
You're the master of connecting the dots. You're always saying, I'm here to connect the dots for you, right?
Okay.
I hear that. You're connecting a dot that's off the map.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
But
you are.
okay, but you said
You can't connect it to the numbers.
But the most important part that you just said, the most important part is I am connecting the dot.
Yeah, you could connect
I don't
any
care if it's
dot
in
you
Detroit.
want.
I'm connecting it.
You could connect any
But
dot you
I
want.
can still, even
I
if
could say
even if
Loretta
the
Lynch
nu-
was working directly for Obama when she,
This is amazing.
That's a number 4
This-
Obama account for the listeners.
This is amazing that we can sit down and say that Loretta Lynch and
she
Hillary.
interfered.
No, okay. So if we're gonna go by
When she told Comey to
Uh-huh.
call it a matter, she was directly
to call it what to
interfering.
do what?
Not the same thing.
When she told Comey to call the Hillary investigation a matter and not an investigation, because Comey testified to that last week.
He call it a matter, okay, and
Yeah.
not an investigation.
She was directly interfering because she was actually using the same verbiage that the Hillary campaign was using.
Okay,
So
this,
I have a feeling.
Okay,
I'm connecting a dot. I'm connecting a dot. You see.
This
So
is
Loretta
I don't
Lynch met
recall, 'cause
with
I watched-
Bill Clinton,
yeah.
and they colluded. You want to look for
Oh,
collusion?
so you want to
There
talk
goes the
about
collusion.
Loretta
Hillary and Loretta Lynch.
I'm supposed to believe that Loretta Lynch and Bill Clinton had this concocted idea on a tarmac
Not Loretta Lynch.
uh,
Bill Clinton.
Bill
The Clintons
Clinton,
had the
yeah.
idea, and they co-opted the Attorney General to do their bidding.
which is Loretta Lynch.
Yes.
Okay, so you're
And
saying
it wasn't a
that,
high idea.
no, okay, so she got together with Bill Clinton. The Clintons and Loretta Lynch got together. We as Americans are supposed to believe that, but just we're supposed to forget that Trump. We're supposed to believe that there was something went on behind the scenes with them, but we're not supposed to believe that Trump told Comey, "I want you to leave my guy alone."
No, I believe he said, "I hope."
I hope-
By the same words Comey used.
Yeah.
He said he hopes.
And if when your boss, the president of the United States, tell you, "I hope you can see
is director.
past this," I
Comey
don't
is the
care, but
director.
he is still
And he
the
knows-
president of the United
Yes,
States of America.
and he knows that he
And
had
that-
an
and-
obligation to tell Trump, "You're out of order,
No,
Mr.
but
President.
he had an
This
obligation.
is inappropriate,
He had
Mr.
an obligation.
President."
So in other words, he had
So,
an
but
obligation to push back.
He didn't
Wait,
feel
what
it
is
was.
that?
So
he didn't feel it was
No,
inappropriate.
you think he had an obligation to push back, correct?
Absolutely. If he felt
Okay,
it was inappropriate, but he didn't.
so therefore you're trying to dictate how he should push back. Because he did push back.
He did.
He went and he told Jeff Sessions, "Guess what? I'm not comfortable with this guy." That's the choice. That was his choice of how he was going to push back.
That makes no sense.
What do you mean it makes no sense?
It's within his power.
Yeah.
I understand when you're powerless.
No, he
But when
said
it's within
no,
his
no,
power
no,
to
no, 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 no.
actually
But
go to the
maybe
Justice
he-
Department and file a
And
complaint.
he did. He went to Jeff
did.
Sessions and said,
He
"Don't
did not.
leave me alone with
He just
this
said,
guy."
he said, "Don't leave me alone
Yes.
with the president."
Why isn't that a complaint?
That's not a complaint.
So
He
you're
felt-
trying to
He
tell
said
me-
he felt uncomfortable. He didn't give him.
So let me ask you a question. You're trying to tell me a young lady is working for you, and she comes over to you and say to you,
That's
"Harry,
totally different.
no,
She's
no,
powerless.
no," and she comes over and feel
The
like,
director of the
and let's
FBI
just say
is not powerless.
I'm just saying you have a director of your
Of the
security. Let's just say, Harry, you have an operation and you have your director of security happens to be your director of security goes to your chief of staff and says, please keep me away from Harry. That's not a complaint that I'm being intimidated by that person?
No.
What is that?
No, because he said he
The
felt
question should have
uncomfortable.
been, yes, especially if she says, I feel uncomfortable.
No, not
Or
she.
she. Okay, let's take a she. Okay, let's take a she off the table. Let's just say if you're director of your security operation,
If you are
go to your
powerless-
chief of staff and say, hey, you know what?
No.
I ain't comfortable. I'm
I'm not
uncomfortable
gonna-
around the boss.
I'm not
The word
gonna-
uncomfortable is enough to tell you that person does not feel a level of
I'm not going to give Comey
openness
that
with this
out.
person.
I'm not
That's
going to give
not
Comey that out.
That's
because
not an
that's
out.
all
That's
he
a
did.
fact.
He woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning and wrote that memo and gave it to his
You're
friend.
about to make me get my. And why did he do that?
Okay, he's a leaker. That's why.
Oh my.
It's more than just being a leaker.
He's a leaker.
That
He's
is
a
not-
leaker in chief.
The reason why he did that was because he realized the president is the cause of that.
He
The president
realized-
tweeted. The president of the United States of America tweeted. He said something along the lines. I'm going to paraphrase right now, where he said, "Be careful that they're not tapes." Well,
Yeah.
if I hear somebody tell me you got tapes, well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to preserve myself if I'm going to be a witness down the line. I'm going to give Sam here, like, hey, Sam,
That
give this
makes
to
no
the
sense that you're
press.
going to preserve anything.
You know,
Because
I'm going to preserve myself as a witness.
if you want to,
That's
if you
what
want
he
to
did.
preserve something,
And
no,
And
no,
that's
no,
what
no.
he did.
And
He
If you
preserved
want to
himself.
preserve, if you want to preserve something, you don't leak.
Yes,
break
you
the law.
do. Yes, he didn't break the law.
His
At what point
memos.
did he break the law?
He's a private citizen.
He's not a private
No,
citizen.
even when he did not break the laws.
Of course he did.
No,
Leaking-
he did not.
No, he didn't.
No, he did not.
leaking is breaking the law.
No. It was not classified
So,
information. First
He
and
deemed
foremost,
it. He deemed it unclassified.
No, he did not. Those
He
memos.
deemed
Those
it
memos
because
are not
let me tell you
classified.
something. Those memos could be.
Republicans just make it.
No,
Conservatives just make stuff up. And here's the thing: if you don't push them back, I'm telling you, this gets into our
I'll let
lexicon,
Joe
and then
finish
next
his
thing you turn
thing.
around, boom!
Let me
it
tell
becomes
you. Let me
fact.
tell you the truth because, and we need to put a show, The Ugly and the Truth.
Oh, we really
But-
need one.
But the truth is that.
Oh, I like this, by the way. Let's bring it. Oh man.
Let me finish though.
Yes, go ahead.
The truth is that memo
Yeah.
could be under executive privilege because it was communications with the president. And him leaking it never gave the president an opportunity to actually do that.
No. The president, by the fact of him going in and pulling in a private meeting with this individual, asking his boss to step outside, which is just like totally wrong in the whole. But he asked
Which
Jeff
Comey had
Sessions
a
to
private
step
meeting with
outside.
Obama too.
When
He also had a meeting
when he-
with Bush.
But did they clear the room?
That's a
But
5
did
Obama
they
thing.
clear the room? Did they clear the room? At no point did they.
Comey is the one who started
Because he's a
it just by
shake. Your guy
he
Trump
cleared
is
the
a
room.
shakedown.
He was the first one who cleared the room with Trump. Yes. At Trump
Where do
Tower.
you
Let me
get
tell
this
you,
information?
it's all over the place. Look.
All over Breitbart. Go ahead.
No, not over right
Come
now.
on.
And definitely not CNN because CNN is fake news. But listen,
Oh, come on.
When-
CNN is not
Wait,
fake.
we should get to some
of
headlines.
course it is.
And why? Help me understand something. As a citizen of the United States of
Anyway,
America, as a citizen
That
of this
memo
country,
was
as a citizen of
executive.
Wait.
Was information that could have been under executive privilege, but Comey didn't give him that opportunity because Comey
he did
himself,
not give him that opportunity.
Comey deemed it unclassified.
He did. It was unclassified.
Because
Otherwise,
Comey
right now,
deemed that.
otherwise he has a right to
No.
record his.
Any
but-
communications with the president is privilege.
It's privileged information.
Yeah, we know
However,
from Jeff Sessions.
where are the tapes? Lordy, I hope there are tapes.
He didn't say there were tapes. He said, "I hope they aren't tapes."
No,
he
that's
said-
that's what Comey said.
No.
Comey said, "Lordy, I hope there are tapes."
Comey said, Comey said,
Lordy,
"I
I
hope
hope there are tapes."
the
Trump
president
said there are tapes.
tweeted,
Yeah.
I hope there aren't any tapes."
Yeah.
Or he
No,
better
no.
hope there are any tapes.
No, he better
he
hope
never
there-
said
No.
that there were tapes.
Well, Lordy, I hope there are tapes.
You see, but
Because
this is the thing.
no,
He
all of
never
a sudden
said
you
there
want,
were tapes.
so all of a sudden you want to hold Comey to exactly his words, but the president you don't
But
want
the
to hold his
president
feet
didn't
to
say
fire.
there were tapes.
But, okay, you want to.
He implied
Okay.
You say he implied.
And Comey called him bluff. I hope there are tapes because these
Well,
then these memos are not needed.
Let me tell you something.
Because whatever the president
Right,
records
exactly. That's what I was just going to say.
Unclassified.
You're proving my point here.
Comey,
Because if there were tapes, Comey doesn't need to leak. So what was he preserving? Well, let me tell you, because
he was preserving himself.
Hold on.
If he was going to,
if there are tapes,
he asked a question. What was he preserving?
Yeah.
He asked a question. What was he preserving? He's preserving
Nothing.
himself if he was going to testify.
But if there were tapes, he doesn't need to preserve anything.
But
and you were saying he was defending himself from that tweet.
And you got a guy who comes out and say, some guy who says, "I hope there are tapes." No, you better hope there are not tapes. You said that to me, I would have done exactly what Comey did. Guess what? Oh, that's how you're going to do this? Preservation. I'm going to go over and I'm going to leak this. Leak it so fast. Oh, man, the Alaska pipeline breaking out there, it's nothing compared to what I would leak. that BP leak out there in the Gulf is nothing compared to how much I would have leaked. Are you crazy?
All right, let's get to some headlines.
Go.
Let's grab by headlines. Let's talk about the Trump shooter at GOP baseball practice is dead. So if you guys aren't familiar on the audience.
What you said? Trump shooter?
No, Trump said the shooter at the GOP. Like he said that the.
He
shooter,
tweeted that?
No, he didn't tweet. He made an announcement.
What are you talking about?
Oh, so he's threatening the guy.
this morning.
Yeah.
So he's threatening the guy, is what you said?
No, he's dead already. The guy.
Oh, the guy's dead.
Yeah.
So Trump tweeted that, or he said it?
Yeah.
In a statement.
He said it in a statement that the shooter at the GOP shooting is dead, and the headline is Republican House Whip Steve Scalise, congressional staffer shot in Virginia shooting. That's the headline.
All I can say, this is a sad time. You know, we should, no matter how much we don't agree with someone, we don't run around in this country pulling out guns and start shooting with them because of how we feel personally about them. I mean, that's just not the way it is. We have our ways, and I like to think that we're still a civilized nation of sorts, where we're not resorting to
I totally agree with Joe, except that you guys need to stop. You're spreading the hate.
Who?
You Democrats.
Spreading with hate.
Everything. Look,
spreading the
Kathy
hate.
Kathy Griffin with a bloody head.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100.
That inspires the kooks.
That was wrong. Yes, it does. That was wrong.
And that's what I'm talking about.
That was wrong just as much as the Breitbart David Jones piece about Hillary Clinton had captured kids in a basement and had the guy go down to a pizzeria shooting up the place to get these kids out. Yes, it's wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. I don't agree with, once again, I go back to, I don't have to like a person, but I respect the office. A good example, let me just say this. I talk about this on my show. People remember it, those who've been listening for a while. George Bush Jr. was the president of the United States, and he went over to Iraq. And while he was there, someone threw a shoe at him. I took so much offense because, I'm always joking around and going at him. People thought I was going to lay into it. Oh, yeah, good shot. But then, next time, I'm like, no. People saw me quiet. The room saw me quiet. And they were like, well, Joe, you ain't got nothing to say. And I say it's totally wrong. This is bigger than, how I might feel about George Bush. I didn't support George Bush to be president, but he is our president. And someone go out there and throw a shoe at him, they literally throwing a shoe at me. They're throwing a shoe at all of us.
Interestingly enough, I felt the same way Joe did because I wasn't a Bush fan.
Yeah, and that's true.
President of the United States.
Okay,
but
that's
it's
true
my
patriot.
president.
Right, he's the president.
And it's the same way. Let me tell you, if Obama was walking down the street, and I didn't like Obama, but God forbid somebody came up against my president.
Right.
So
it's just that's true patriot. And then, I hope this extends into the Republican Party down in D.C. because this team sport that they're playing right now is help perpetuating this level of hate. You got to admit, this has to stop. If it was Democrats doing the same thing, I'll have a problem.
Democrats are doing the same thing.
No, this is not. No, come on, please. This is not a
I
team
know
sport.
a morning
Are you
show
kidding
from
me?
6 to 9 that does it every morning.
Do what? Do what every morning?
Spread the hate.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Spread the ugly.
Yeah, and ugly. By the way, when you hear me say keep it ugly, I mean keep it real. Ugly means peeling back all the cosmetics people put on stuff and facing it in its raw. That's what that whole ugliness is all about, and that's what you're gonna always get from me. You're gonna get that real. I'm gonna always peel back that cosmetics. But anyway, the hate that this team sport that's going on right now in DC.
Both sides.
And it happens on both sides, but mainly you got a massive team sport where it's just us, them, in the Republican. They won't even give an inch. They would not give an inch on anything.
What are you talking about? The Democrats are the obstructionists now.
Oh, no, they want to talk about obstructionists. You want to talk about obstructionists? If the Democrats don't obstruct, do you know what will happen? We will we'll lose health care. To the point of where just yesterday, your president, who signed it on the road and had a beer fest on the Rose Lawn,
what he said would make you happy.
That's exactly what I'm getting to. Where the president who had a beer fest on the Rose in the Rose Garden with those other Republicans went as recent as yesterday and say, "This plan is mean."
I was about to say that's the headline I was going to get into next.
This is mean.
Trump criticizes healthcare overhaul bill, calling it mean.
Yes. It is mean. It is mean. And it's a shame that it had to come to this where he actually said, "Hey, Senate."
So you're applauding our president for being truthful.
I agree with him. 100%. I agree with him. It is a mean thing to do to people.
And I felt that most Democrats, even Republicans, were short-sighted in thinking that the House bill was ever going to see the light of day.
Right.
Because, first off, you talk about Trump, who a few years ago wanted single payer himself.
True.
Right? Okay, so you talk about Trump, who was a Democrat who wanted single payer. Yeah. Okay, and he made promises. The one thing you got to say about Trump, he is trying to keep his promises. So
even if they're bad. Even if they're bad, he kept the promise.
The wall is coming.
He kept the promise for healthcare, but now I have to realize this is mean.
It is
My
mean.
promise is mean. I got to do something about this. It's a mean promise. He made something. He made a promise to repeal and replace, where it should have been. Listen, what we need to do is fix this thing. That's what it should have been. And if he was anything of a true patriot and really cared, he would have fixed it. And this thing can be fixed, just like every major policy that goes forth. We go back and we fix it. Social Security to this day still need fixing. There are so many different policies that go out there. Even the infrastructure bill that went through it needed fixing. But we need to update our infrastructure bill. We need a new one, by the way.
I agree. And with the Obamacare, inside me, my heart says we should have fixed it, or we should fix it, just because it was a historical bill passed by the first African American.
No, wait, that's not why we should fix it. That's the
only reason I say
that is not the only reason.
But the reality. So
therefore, you don't think more people that are.
The reality is that bill was passed with only Democrats. Yeah. Okay, they did the same thing that the Republicans are doing now.
No.
So
but they opened the bill up on the floor.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. They didn't do a creeping in idea.
Don't you remember Nancy Pelosi saying we have to pass the bill to know what the bill is?
No,
you remember that Nancy Pelosi saying that?
Nancy Pelosi mentioned that. She said
she didn't mention it. She meant that.
No,
she didn't even know what was
in it. She did not put it in that, and she did not put.
She did.
Her words were taken out of context.
Of course,
totally. It got
Democrats are always taken out of context.
Oh, jeez, here we go. No. It was taken out of context when she said that. And you're a sharp person. This is why I'm even hesitant to even argue with some of the stuff, because I know I'm being trolled at some point. But at the end of the day, it's like, to the people who don't know what happened during the Affordable Health Care Act that went down, Nancy Pelosi made a comment, and the comment was more so towards letting them know, when you get, what she was saying is that once we get this bill, you're going to see how good it really is, because you're going to get it. That's what she was getting at. And she put her words wrong. Like most Democrats, they just put their words wrong. And she give them a soundbite. And they ran with it. They ran it up the flagpole. Salute that.
Because that's what she meant.
No, what she was saying is, you get this, you're going to really see how good it is. And that's exactly what happened.
When the Republicans sat down with Obama and they tried to
negotiate. What?
They tried to make it. He said. He said.
That's Obamacare number 6 for
He said elections have consequences. That's what he told them. When they tried to do anything with the bill, he told them elections have consequences.
No, he
and
had
now
to
you
push
people,
back.
you Democrats have to realize that elections have consequences. We have a new president.
This is not okay. And remember this. Just remember this. Election has consequences, and the consequences right now is 24 million people about to lose health care, all because of what? Why?
That's a fake number.
No, okay. I don't care. 10 million.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's 5 million.
How off could the CBO be?
Okay, no, I don't care if it's 5 million. I don't
$1 trillion off. They said
okay.
Obamacare was budget neutral, and now it's over $1 trillion.
So therefore, you don't have a problem if 2 million people lose it. If 1
million
million people lose it.
I have a problem.
I have a problem if 500,000 people lose.
I have a problem with people who really can't afford healthcare and there's nothing there to help them. I want a safety net.
Who do you think is going to lose this?
I want a safety net.
But who do you think is going to lose this?
Elderly?
Let me tell you, elderly people and people who are poor. Which, by the way,
Obama took $500 billion away from Medicare.
Yes, but.
Okay, so don't even try that. The elderly people act like you like the elderly.
This is the smell test that you guys be playing around with. The money that he took was that he helped with to the Affordable Health Care Act. The majority of it come from taxing the wealth. Taxing the wealthy. Trump wants to roll that back and give the wealthy inheritance tax.
Oh, I was hearing you the other day talking about the inheritance tax.
Yes, he's going to give them inheritance tax.
You're talking about the death tax.
No, yeah, well, you want to call it that.
Right? So
it's like if
so you pay your taxes, you pay your taxes all your life. And then when you die, you repay taxes on it.
It's an inheritance tax. And
it's
if you can't pay, if you can't
penalized for dying.
If you can't pay, it's not you guys want to rebrand it as death tax.
It's a death tax.
It's a tax that says
you get penalized
you
for dying.
lived in these great United States of America all your life. You exit out. Hey, what's wrong?
And they pay taxes in the United States of America.
Of course. And what's wrong with helping out those less fortunate? What's wrong with it?
There's nothing. They pay their taxes all their life.
God,
and then they die and you want to take 40% of their stuff.
I hope to God, in no point in my life do I ever feel like I should not look back and make sure those without have. I hope I would never, ever get to that. That's one of the safety nets. That's who's paying this, who's paying for the health care. The wealthy, the top 2 and 3% of this country. That's who's paying into this health care bill. And it's really annoying the daylights out of them. And now Trump is like, you know what? I got my Russian money. This is mean.
Russian money.
Fake news. Another headline because we're running out.
Yeah.
Wow, this is good.
I had one more.
So you only do an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta get you on my show.
You gotta get seats.
Oh, well, I'll get you seats.
Oh, London fire tears through residential tower, leaving 12 dead.
Scared the daylights out of me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's scared. I was up like 2 o'clock this morning, and I just jumped up off the couch. I almost ran downstairs in the lobby of my building when I saw this thing. This inferno. Did you see this?
And in the follow-up that, Theresa May's chief of staff sat on report warning high-rise blocks like Grenfell Tower were vulnerable to fire. That comes from the Mirror Online.
But the reason why it was vulnerable is because the codes that they do with fire over there is their fire codes are very lean. They're very lenient. This thing, from what I already read, the stuff that I already started digging into, of course, I live in a high-rise building, so I want to know what the hell started this thing. And they were already citing electrical issues when people were seeing blackouts in there.
They've been citing them for years.
Yeah, for the last 2 or 3 years.
It's like, I don't understand what's the difference over there with the codes, but
no, they don't enforce them. If they were enforcing them right, you get all these blackouts and stuff, and people calling in to. They should have get there, but the fire department should have been down in there, and now they're gonna pay the price.
Now pay the price. Look, let me tell you, I was watching it this morning, and
that thing is gonna drop any minute.
It kind of broke my heart a little bit.
A lot.
No, but I'm saying it kind of took me back to watching people at the World Trade Center jumping out of buildings.
Exactly.
And I mean, it really affected me this morning.
When I saw that, that's one of the first things I thought about. That was one of the first things I thought about. And I barely slept, man. I was sleeping real light last night, This thing really stressed the daylights out of me.
And have they blamed it on them? Because I know they were.
Yeah.
But
this morning.
they already start citing electrical problems, and it's it's an ongoing thing where they had what they call that when short outs in electric. And you having short outs all the time in electricity. Somebody got to come in and check this out. You just can't ignore something like that just because the building look beautiful. That's a problem, man.
Another one, Sam. Another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Come on, this one is stressing me out.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
3 reasons. Flash me back to 9/11. 2 is I live in a high-rise building. And 3, I'm going to Europe tomorrow. So, so I got all the reasons to be stressed out on that one. Go ahead, sir.
There is multiple.
Especially looking out your penthouse.
Now there is another report coming out of San Francisco. Police respond to an active shooter situation in San Francisco.
Right now?
Yes, right now. A gunman opened fire near a UPS sorting facility in the Poetro Hill neighborhood of San Francisco. Early reports suggest there are multiple injuries.
And let me ask you, Joe. You think there's a gun problem in America?
Do I think so?
Yeah.
No, I know so.
You know so. So you think they should limit guns here in America?
I don't think it's so much of limiting, but I think we should. Well, first of all, what do you say? What do you mean by limiting?
Put more regulations, like
I think
and
so.
this is
I
where
think
I'm
so.
going with
And
it.
where your president just
Because
did
the
there
more regulations
last February was deployed.
But understand,
What's
the
the
more
point?
regulations
You know.
you put on guns, the people who get hurt are the poor people who can't afford to pay for those guns. So you're only putting guns in the elitist hands.
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to agree with that. Not even in
Of
the
course.
slightest. No, I'm not going to agree with that in the slightest.
Joe, if you're a
have
mother
people-
in a dangerous neighborhood,
Uh-huh.
right, and the only protection you have, because if you call the police, this the response time of 5 to 10 minutes,
So therefore,
you could
we
die.
So therefore,
right?
we should ignore
So
police.
if-
Hold on.
no,
So
so I'm
therefore,
saying,
we
so
should
if she
ignore
needs to
police
buy a gun-
reform and stack up more guns.
What I'm saying is, if the
Police
only
need to
protection,
respond to poor neighborhoods just as much as they respond to wealthy neighborhoods.
I agree, Joe.
And that's it.
But those aren't realities.
No, but then let's make it a reality.
Okay, say you're
Put the pressure on the police
say you're
department.
cornered.
We just don't ignore them
Say
and
you're-
say, "Oh yeah, you're not doing your job." So
Stop filibustering.
that's all. Okay,
Listen, if you're
that's a good
cornered,
call, though. By the way, I wasn't, but it's a good call. I'll let you get it. Go.
if you're a woman
Yeah.
and you're about to be cornered,
Mhm.
there's no call you can make to protect you. There's just no call you can make. There's not enough police on the streets, and if the only way you can protect yourself is by having a firearm, but you can't afford that firearm because there's so many regulations on those firearms that only the rich can buy them.
So let me ask you a question right now. If you're walking down the street, I mean legally, I'm not saying that you can't do it, but legally, you're walking down the street, you got a firearm, and what do we have a concealed law here in
Concealed
Connecticut?
carry.
Yeah, concealed carry. You go pull it out and just start busting caps.
You can't do that. That's against the law.
Exactly. So it
You
goes,
have
so it
to-
goes to your point.
You have
It
to
goes
go through
against
the
your-
self-defense.
Exactly. So it goes against the point that
No,
if
but
a woman is
she-
walking down the street,
Not
she
walking down
still
the street.
have
Say
to-
she's in her house.
But
She's cornered in her house.
Yeah.
Wakes up
Yeah.
and she could have a gun right
Mhm.
there.
and she still have to prove the self-defense.
She still has to prove self-defense, but she's
Even
alive
if someone
to
is
prove it.
in her home.
But she's alive
She's-
to prove it.
Well, it's not guaranteed that she's going
Come
to
on.
die if someone is in there either. I hate to sound like that, but it's not guaranteed that something like that will happen.
You
I'm
got,
not saying
you
that
got another quick one?
Yeah, I got
guns in America is out of control, and we know it.
I
We
don't
know
think so.
it's out of control. It is totally out of control.
I think
Look.
illegal guns
Yeah.
are out of control, but not legal guns.
Guns period. is
Let
out
me
of
tell you,
control.
the people who get affected by more gun laws
Mhm.
are the legal citizens who follow the laws. Because a criminal is already breaking the law. He's a criminal. He's not going to follow any gun law.
I got a headline.
That's straight out of the NRA
Yeah.
playbook right there. You
Yeah,
know?
it's true.
It's a straight up.
Top Michigan health official, 4 others charged with manslaughter in Flint water crisis.
Great. Yes. Yes.
About time.
Yes. It's about time.
It's about time.
That was
That was-
criminal. What
that-
they did.
It was terrible.
It's
Totally.
a disgrace,
Yeah.
and the United States as a whole
Yes.
should be embarrassed by that.
Absolutely. Just like we should be of Trump, huh?
Oh.
Or Hillary, Loretta Lynch, no Obama.
That's Obama cat number 7 for you listeners
sorry,
at
sorry.
home. That's
Good.
All right, I have one more. Democrats in Congress sued Trump over foreign business dealings. To go more into detail, a couple representatives from the Democratic Party, one of them being Richard Blumenthal from right here in Connecticut, is trying to sue Trump because of the financial funneling of money that he's had through going on these foreign trips through his company. So they're trying to say it's unconstitutional and sue him.
The Monroe's clause more so stands up where the Attorney General from D.C. and from Maryland, I like their stance on it. And what it is, where their stance is, they have hotels in D.C. and in Maryland that usually get the prince and the different people from different countries coming in and spending maybe $20,000 a drop, $100,000 a drop. But because Trump is president, they don't get that business anymore. They go over to Trump International. So yes, that's why the Monroe Clause falls in place, because it's to stop that. Because what they're literally doing is paying the president off, the president of the United States, by and this blind trust that is totally can see everything. That's another story altogether. What happened to the blind trust that he was going to stay out of? He was going to create.
Well, he changed his mind.
Exactly. Like everything else that's going to benefit him.
But he doesn't have to actually distance himself from his business.
Yes, he does. According to the Monroe Clause, yes,
the
he
vice
does.
president and the president don't have to.
Yes,
everybody in his cabinet, yes, but not him.
Have to.
No, he
mainly him. What? It says no federal government. That's what it says. No federal government.
That the
no
and the vice
federal
president.
government employee. Where do you?
So you don't believe that there's a conflict of interest?
Of course, not only that, it's unconstitutional, and that's why he's being sued right now. Not according to what Joe said, according to what the Attorney General of D.C. and Maryland.
He's being sued because they can sue.
Why can't they sue?
He's not going to lose that.
Yes, he's not going to what? He's going to lose that and everything else. Let him keep it up.
He's not going to lose that.
Okay, let him keep this up.
Who's
what?
Your guy,
who?
Last name Wilson.
Oh, why? What he said?
That the signal keeps going in and out.
The signal?
Yeah. So I'm guessing it's the antenna, maybe?
No, make sure he's saying it's the signal or is it the internet? Is it different?
Wait.
The difference is if he's listening on the internet and it's going in and out, I can see that. Because Comcast, you guys on Comcast over here, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're going in and out pretty much all week or so. Hope that's not affecting
Thank you for letting me sit in on this. I feel like this was my entire day.
You got to try not to get in the way so much.
Get in the way? You guys would have just been screaming on top of each other if I wasn't here.
No, sometimes you got to let that happen.
Joe, this was fun.
It was, man. I enjoy coming over.
I'll
do it as soon as I come back, man.
You can come by as many times as you want. Or if you ever want to do a show together, let's do it.
This is fun, man.
I don't know if I'm ever going to make it at your place because you start at 6 in the morning.
That's crazy.
6 in the morning,
What time do
baby.
you wake up?
I don't. What are you wrong with you? I got sleep on back order.
All right, people, you've been listening to Drive-By Headlines with Harry, a.k.a. Bravest Man in New Haven.
Yes.
Our special guest today, Joe Ugly.
Keeping it ugly.
Listen to Joe Ugly from 6 to 9 in the morning.
Yeah, right here.
And, of course, Sam the Intern.
Sam!
Thank you.
All right, see you next. Well, see you next week unless, we fill in for a show or something this week.
Hopefully get on.
So you're listening to us on WNHHLP 103.5 FM.
Cool.
Woo!
That was great.
That was fun. A lot of fun.
That was way more civil than I thought.
Huh?
I thought it was way more civil than I imagined in my head.
Yeah, it's crazy, but people always think that, it's coming to coming at. No, I'm not an uncivilized person. I'm just gonna voice myself.
I have your number. I have the phone. I love talking to people who know what they're talking about.
Thank you.
And have different opinions than me. And it seems like we're very.
Stop bothering Joe.
Yeah, sorry. You're right. I'd love to be on.
Look, the thing that drives me crazy is you have actually some good local music.
Yeah.
In the morning, I actually like listening to.
Yeah, it's Thanks.
the music you're playing. And
Yeah.
he's like, we don't have no good
No,
local
that's
artists.
not what I said. I said I have no idea. I said I'm ignorant.
Oh, well, he has good.
I'm ignorant. I have no idea. I've never
That's
listened.
all we play is independent.
He has really good.
I love to listen.
I mean, we like
I like independent music on a national level. But
we now have it
you're still
now.
streaming.
We even have it on a national too because we have